that you think needs improvements and what kind of improvements, infrastructure wise. This grant doesn't cover housing, this particular grant, doesn't cover parks, doesn't cover anything but water, sewer, streets. So, the floor is for the citizens to give whatever input they have, what they would like to see done, what they think the city needs, basically.
Well, definitely infrastructure. You guys got manholes popping all over the place. And it's not just one part of the town, it's all over the place.
And these projects, I will add, are meant to be in areas that benefit low to moderate income individuals. So we either figure that out through the census, or we have to do door-to-door surveys.
We need like drainage too throughout town. Just about every single neighborhood has drainage issues, like drainage ditches not properly sloped. Just this neighborhood back here has got a concrete thing. Every time it rains, the entire area back there floods. Then, like they said, the infrastructure, because you also have water coming out of the sewers when it rains too. Right. Not being able to carry the water flow. A lot of things, a lot of streets need fixed. Really, the only streets that got fixed were right around this place. Everything else has just gone downhill massively. You go one block over and this far off the road, you got sinkholes that you can drive a four-wheeler in.
Yeah.
So all the washout from the roads is taking away people's land, literally. I can prove it on my property with 50 holes this far from the road. We got a lot of street lights that aren't working properly, that when they do get called, they get fixed, but then they're right back down again for whatever reason. We got a mess that we need to clean up around here.
What about Spring Branch Road? Would that be a possibility?
We applied for Spring Branch Road 2 years ago, and we did not get the funds. There was a program where it was all streets, and for whatever, this grant is a formula grant, so it goes based off a score. So the state scores your severity, so how bad it is, your low, moderate percent, your cost effectiveness, so it takes the amount of money that you're requesting based and compares that to the amount of people that are being helped. And so unfortunately that project did not score high enough to reach the threshold of the fund.
Is Spring Branch just a road issue, or is it kind of a combination sewer road issue? Because of the way it's coming apart?
I couldn't answer that.
He can.
It's a road issue, so it's a natural spring running under washing the road out.
Okay.
In the thing that was posted, there was something about displacing citizens and compensating. What, can you elaborate on that? Who gets to choose who stays in town and who doesn't?
No, that line is put in to say that this project will not displace anyone.
Well, it says about displaced and then compensating displaced, so it kind of contradicts what you just said.
Well, if the project were to displace someone, which it will not, then it would be compensation. But the purpose of the project is not to displace anyone, and we specifically have processes in place to prevent that. Displacement policies, all of such. The verbiage in the public hearing notice is straight from HUD. So everything in there is
It
required.
literally sounds like somebody was going to be playing king and say, you get to stay, you get to go, you get to stay, you get to go, and we'll just call it this.
Yeah, I do agree that the verbiage and most of the things that they do are scarier than what I would put in the notice, or more verbose. I would just say what it is, but
That alleviates my issue with
Yes, sir.
the whole thing, was the way it was worded and
yeah,
just,
I agree. If it were my town, I'd see that and be like, oh, check that out.
I do live in the US and I did think communism wasn't allowed in the US, so I was just making sure.
Yeah, I would agree there. Any questions, concerns? Well, if nobody has anything to add, we can close this meeting. All right?